Hey everybody, I am back with my Sense of Days Gone By. My weekly warm wax review. If you do not want to sit through the whole video, please check out the video descriptions. You'll have timestamps and a listing of every single vendor and scent that I melted. I do want to talk for a little bit. I think I tend to do this every week. I talk for about 2 minutes, so if you don't want to watch this, just look at the description to skip to the first scent. But I do have a couple hauls coming in. I am still definitely buying less wax, but I melted something from Starlit candles this week, and I needed to get the scent description for this video, and I went on the website and I noticed that there was a decent amount of stuff in stock, because normally if I check Starlit candles, there's not a whole lot of stuff in stock. I don't think I've checked in a while, but I was like, man, I really want to get some stuff, so I did place an order with Starlit candles. I really didn't need to, but I wanted to, so I did place that order. I do have some hauls coming in this week, I think. Front porch, Sniffer my Tarts, my March orders coming in, and a couple other things. So there is still wax rolling in, but it's still less, I would say, than there was before. So I'm still feeling pretty good about that. I also initiated a new workout routine, funnily enough, where I owe 1 minute on the elliptical for every $1 I spend in wax. So right now, I still owe a little bit of time on the elliptical, and then with the Starlit candles order, that's going to add to it. But I should have that all paid back by the end of this week. But I kind of like doing that because it motivates me to get on my elliptical, which I have in my house, which I have no excuse of not using. And, and I feel like it'll help temper the wax a little bit, because when I was placing the order for Starlit, I'm like, I really want to place this because this is going to be some time on the elliptical, and yeah. But that's okay. It's all good. So I'm feeling good about that. I also changed out my warmers this week. So before I had different wattages of warmers, and I liked having different wattages of warmers so I could melt things and different things and tell you guys how they did. Well, the 18-watt warmer I had in the entryway, I just wasn't happy with it. The wax was not throwing that well, and it was hard to tell if it was the wax or the warmer or what was going on. So I got rid of the warmer in the entryway. Now I have a Glade warmer in the entryway. So far it seems to be better. This is the warmer that I had before in the entryway. It's this 18-watt, it's an 18-watt hot plate from Yankee Candle. I think it's 18 watts. Should be 18 watts because I've been using this one. Yeah, it's 18 watts. Sorry, you can see it there on the bottom. And you know what? I don't know. I don't know if it's just the wattage wasn't enough, because the entryway, obviously, there's a lot of open space. Also, the bowl was definitely a little bit smaller, and I prefer the bowls that have more surface area on the bottom, because you feel like, you can really heat up the whole area, versus this one. And you can see here, when it sits on here, it's not in a super snug fit, so it's not like the ceramic bowl on the top is really filled out to the entire warming area. So I still have it, obviously. I'm not going to get rid of it, but that one has been retired to my cabin. I'm not using it. I also took the 20-watt hot plate that I have in my bathroom, and I took that out and I replaced that with a Glade warmer. And I know Glade is 20 watt as well, so it's basically the same thing, but this is the reason why. This is the warmer that I had before in my bathroom, and the reason that I don't like this warmer, well, number one, you can see the heating plate there is circular, but obviously this thing here is square, so you'd get wax that would harden a little bit around the corners. Not terrible, but you would get that a little bit. And then secondly, there's no way to do the freeze method with this. I mean, okay, now to be honest, I never tried. Sorry, my husband's making dinner, so there may be a couple of noises, but I told him I wanted to film this just to get this done. But I don't think you can use the freeze method with this, because obviously there's a lip here, so you can't push the wax out. You know what I'm saying? This square design, when I bought it, it seemed really cute, but now looking back on it, this is bad. This is stupid. So the only way to get the wax out with this, I found, was the hot dump method, and I used to have that in the bathroom, and I hated having to deal with getting a jar and putting it on the counter and dumping out the wax all the time. I prefer the freezer method. So if anyone else out there has this warmer, let me know if it's worked for you or has not worked for you. Like I said, I never actually tried to do the freezer method with it, but I am pretty sure, you can see hardened wax up there still, I am pretty sure it would not work with this. So this 20-watt hot plate is now just getting stored for any other reason I may need it, and I have a Glade warmer up there now. So what I have now is I have a 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen, a Glade warmer in the entryway, a 24-watt and a Glade in the bedroom, and then a Glade in the bathroom. So from now on, those are the wattages of warmers I'm using. Okay, so to get into it, now that I've talked for 5 minutes, this one here from A Life Deliberate Soap Company, this is Watermelon Taffy. This is, it's a really nice watermelon scent. You know, it is a little bit more, I don't know, sweet probably than a watermelon. I mean, it's watermelon taffy. I just didn't get a whole lot out of this one. This one, I did melt this one in the 18-watt hot plate before I switched it out. So this one was melted in that 18-watt hot plate, and I got like a low to a medium throw out of it. So, I mean, really nice sweet watermelon scent, but not a whole lot out of it. I think this was getting to the point that the straw broke the camel's back with that 18-watt warmer. So, you know, was it the wax? Was it the warmer? I'm not really sure. I've normally had pretty good luck with the Life Deliberate Soap Company, including this one. This one is Chocolate Chip Cookie Crunch. It was this super cute muffin with this really cute decoration on the top and everything like that. Really nice, authentic chocolate chip cookie scent. It smelled like a chocolate chip cookie, let me tell you. So this is, I had changed to the Glade Warmer at this point in my entryway. I threw this one in the Glade Warmer. It was a fairly large tart, you know, because it was that chunky muffin thing. And I watched it starting to melt, and I was like, this is going to be too much wax. So I actually fished out part of the wax, and I put it in a Kleenex, and at that point I couldn't really, you know, I should have put it on something else so I could have tried to reuse it or something. But so I only got one melt out of this, but it was a lot of wax in here. Now this one had a kick-ass throw. It was very strong. I really liked the scent when it was on hot. I'm coming around to chocolate scents. I did melt this one all night, and it still had scent the next day at about a high. This one also was invading the bedroom all throughout the night, and I was smelling this as I was going to bed over the one that I was melting in the bedroom at the time, which I don't remember what it was. But this one was a really good scent and a really great performer. Okay, from Ava's Country Cupboard, this one is Sweet Maple Cheesecake. Now, I've melted Sweet Maple Cheesecake in both this one. This was like a bunch of little cute cookies, cookie tarts. And then I also melted it in like a breakaway tart bar. Now, the breakaway tart bar did not really do that well for me, but these cookies in this bakery bag did pretty good. It was at least a high throw, if not a good throw on occasion. I probably got, I don't know, 8 melts out of this total. I've been melting this since I got it in a D-stash from Kirby. As you can tell, like, it's getting to be about a year old, but I melted it 3 times within the last week, and they always did really good. So this one did do good in the 18-watt hot plate. It did well in the Glade, and it did well in the 24-watt hot plate. I really just love this scent. I like cheesecake scents. They're a little hard to explain. Maybe they're kind of slightly sour. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's really good, and I love maple. This is probably one of my favorite scents from Ava's Country Cupboard. So once again, all of the wax in this bakery bag did, I think, fabulously. The breakaway tart bar I had melted months ago did not do nearly as well, but I really do love the scent. And for being almost a year old, it was still kicking some butt. Okay, the next one here are some Animal Waxers in Lime Crystal Kisses. This is Candles by Victoria. You can see that I, what do I have? This must have gotten stuck on there from something else. Oh, there's 2 of them on there, one underneath the other. I wonder where that's from, because obviously I already have the date on there. Okay, well, my date dots are falling off. But the Animal Waxers that Candles by Victoria carries, number 1, are super cute, but number 2, I cannot stand the packaging they come in. They come in these like 2 cups that like interlock together, but they take up so much room because there's a lot of dead space at the top of the cup. And then I think most of the times that I've gotten them, the cups have cracked. So I'm like, this is just, I hate this. So I always rebag it. That's why this one's rebagged. This one is fresh lime, sparkling sugar crystals, and light lemon, and a light like lemon scent. This one is amazing. If you guys want like a more clean, fruity lime lemon scent, you know, like no bakery, just more straight up fruit, I would definitely get this one. This one is really, really good. This is in the old wax formula, you know, the harder wax. The first time I melted it, I threw 4 Animal Waxers in the 24-watt hot plate. It was too much. They didn't melt all the way. 3 Animal Waxers did really good the other times that I melted it. So I think I got like maybe 4 melts out of this total. So I did melt this one overnight, and I could still smell it the next morning at about a low throw, but you could still get a little bit of scent out of there. So once again, 24-watt hot plate, you know, good throw initially, lasted all night, great lemon, lime, very effervescent, not effervescent, very kind of fresh, fruity scent. Okay, the next one here is from Daphne's Divine Scents and Aromas. This was a chunky muffin in Strawberry Patch and Cream Funnel Cake. Now, I absolutely love this scent, and I guess talking about the throw for Daphne's doesn't really matter as much anymore because she's not a vendor anymore, but I could tell you this scent was really good. It was a really good sweet strawberry scent mixed in with that funnel cake, so you know, you get kind of like the doughy scent, that creamy scent. It did really good. So I did cut this chunk muffin into 2 different melts. One time I put it in the Glade in the entryway, the other time in the 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen. It was about a low to medium throw. If I was close to the warmer, like 2 to 3 foot away, whatever, I could smell it, but I really couldn't smell it anywhere else when it was melting. But the scent combination was really, really, really good. From Kay's Kreations, this was a set of Catchums. These are the ones that she does periodically, and they're either discontinued fragrance oils or ones that she got as a sample from her fragrance oil supplier, things like that. Not ones that she carries normally. This was in Blooming Magnolia. There were 5 of the little flower tarts in here. Now, they smelled really good on cold throw. When I smelled it in the bag, they were, they smelled good. Just a nice floral scent. I don't know what magnolia flowers smell like. I used to have a magnolia tree when I was a kid in Virginia for a little bit, but I don't remember what the flower smelled like. But I did throw 3 of the flower tarts in the 24-watt hot plate. Got pretty much a low throw out of it. I threw the next 2 in the Glade warmer now in the bathroom and pretty much got nothing out of it. So it's kind of a weird one where it smells so good on cold and smells fairly strong on cold, but on hot, it was really nothing. I don't know, it was kind of strange because Kay's Kreations normally does pretty good for me. Now this one from Kay's Kreations did do pretty good. This is jam spritzer cookies. It's just yummy cookies with jam in the center is the scent description, so I don't know like what kind of jam, what kind of fruit jam it is. In the sniffing sticks, I put 2 sticks in the Glade warmer in the entryway, and it had a high throw, and I threw 2 sticks in the 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen, and it had like a high throw. So this one did pretty good. I really like this scent. It smells more like a berry scent. Not overwhelmingly like any specific berry, but it may be like a raspberry strawberry jam kind of scent. I'm not really sure. It is a really good scent. If you like the berry bakery scents, I would absolutely get this one. It's a good performer, and it is a great scent. And it smells amazing. Okay, this next one here from Rainbow Melts was a single scent shot and Fluffy Fruit Bubbles. I do not have the scent description, but Fluffy makes me think it's cotton candy, and then fruit and bubbles, I'm thinking bubblegum. It does have a really potent fruit candy scent. It is very, very, very sweet. I don't really like this scent. Things that start to go overly candy-ish to me, I really do not like. But I did throw this one in the Glade warmer in the entryway, and when it was hot, it smelled more fresh, if that makes any sense. It's like you could still detect the sweetness in the fruit, but overall it just kind of smelled crisp and kind of refreshing. It was kind of interesting. So this one I would say had a medium to a high throw in the entryway in the Glade warmer. So I would get this again, maybe once to try it again to kind of reassess it. It was an interesting scent, but it was not something that I loved. This next one here is a scent shot and oatmeal cookie from Rosegirls, and there was a really, really sweet woman who went shopping at Rosegirls for me months ago, and she threw in 2 scent shots on her own, as a thank you, or, it was really awesome. It was a great experience. So this is one of the ones that got thrown in there, oatmeal cookie. Now, this one is really, really good. The scent is amazing. You can get maybe raisins and, obviously the cookie and cinnamon and dough and sweetness. It's a really amazing scent. So I actually was melting this just today. I just took it off in the 24-watt hot plate, and I thought it just gave our kitchen and living room area just such a warm, welcoming, inviting scent. It's like if you're having guests over and you want to con them into thinking that you had been cooking all day and slaving over an oven, baking, baking, this would probably be one that you'd want to put on. And I would say the throw from this one was a high in the 24-watt hot plate. So I really, really enjoyed that one. And thank you to, I'm not going to say her name, but most of you probably know who she is. She shops for a lot of people. But thank you. That was so sweet of you to put that in there. From Sassy Girl Aroma, this was a Hawaiian t-shirt piece of wax and Best Friends Zucchini. So the Best Friends blend is boysenberries, elderberries, strawberries, guava, pomegranate, and soft down vanilla. So that obviously mixed with the zucchini bread. It had a high throw in the 24-watt hot plate. It was a lot of wax. I really should have put this in, I should have cut this in half, because if you guys have seen her Hawaiian shirt chunks, they're fairly large. So this might have done even better if I had thrown in a little bit less wax to cut it in half. But it had a high throw on the 24-watt hot plate. I absolutely love zucchini bread scent, so this one's a no-brainer that I was going to love it. It smelled creamy to me, not spicy in terms of the zucchini bread. And it also, to me, the Best Friends Zucchini obviously has a lot of different fruit scents in it. It kind of had like a wildberry mousse type kind of scent, I think, overall. It was really good. Sorry, my husband is over there making some awesome chicken. I should be helping him cook, but instead I'm like filming the video as he cooks. So this is like, he's smiling at me because he loves me, even though I'm not helpful at all. It's like a lot of things around the house. Okay. So this next one here is from Starlit Candles, and this is the one that got me in trouble because I had to look up the scent description and I made my order from Starlit. So Mermaid's Melody, you got me into some trouble here. Now this one is it's on the older side. So I got this in November, so I think it's like, how old is that now? 7 months old, something like that. Now this one is really pretty. It's obviously an ocean type scent. I really love ocean type scents, but this one is probably one of my favorite ocean type scents because salty sea air scents on their own are very just thick and in your face. This one had a feminine twist. I could smell florals in there. Something in there was pretty and feminine and toning it down, and just overall was really, really beautiful. So this one, I threw 3 cubes in the Glade in the bathroom and then 3 cubes in the 24 watt in the bedroom. It had a high throw both times. I could easily smell it. It was not like super overpowering, so I actually really enjoyed kind of this throw that I was getting at the high. Really, really enjoyable. Now what's in here is ocean mist, sea moss, cyclamen, geranium, water mint. Sorry, I might have written, my handwriting's kind of bad. Water mint, coriander seed, white cedarwood, and vetiver. So there's obviously a lot of just really good floral beachy scents in here. And it is absolutely gorgeous. So in the order that I just placed, I ordered 2 of these in there because I just love, love, love that scent. This next one here is from Steel Valley Scents. This is Happy Holidays. This one I put in the 21 hot plate in the bathroom. This is back when I had the square hot plate still. So I put it in that square 20 watt hot plate. It had about a medium throw. I don't have a scent description, but it smelled like sweet, vanilla-y, kind of pine sort of scent. And I love pine scents, and I melt pine scents year round. I melt them a lot more probably during the holidays. Well, I mean, I've been in wax for less than a year, so what I'm saying sounds weird, but I melted a lot of pine during the holidays, but I still enjoy melting pine year round for what I've melted so far. And this one did pretty good in the medium, as a medium throw, so I did really enjoy that one. This one here from Super Tarts. Okay, this is Sugar Cookie. Now, I got this in the Sugar Cookie sampler that I bought maybe 2 months ago. And I do remember on cold that I really couldn't smell a whole lot out of it. And I was like, okay. So I threw this one in I threw it in the entryway. It would pull it into the Glade warmer. Let me tell you, this thing kicked my ass around the house, out the house, around the house, outside, and back in the house. I mean, it was so amazingly strong. And I've never been blown away before like that by a sugar cookie scent. Normally sugar cookie scents, normally with any vendor, they've been like more of a medium to a high throw. This one was so fucking strong, and I was just so impressed. Now, I had this one going and in my entryway, and I could smell it in the bathroom of my bedroom. And that's pretty far. That doesn't happen, I think, ever. That's never happened before. And it is such a good sugar cookie scent. It smells so good, and it just smells so good. It smells like a sugar cookie. It smells amazing. It's oh my gosh, I absolutely love this one. It's a good performer, and it's a great performer, and it's a great scent. So yes, I am so glad I got the sugar cookie sampler, and this is the only one I had in just plain sugar cookie. And if Brandy ever brings this back as in a restock, I would get a lot of it, because that one, you know, even on its own as a plain scent, is just so good. Now the next one here from 10 Digit Kreations, I think this may have been discontinued, and I got this when it was on clearance. It's in Lemon Eucalyptus. I have melted a 4-pack of this before. This one, I really love the scent. It's very fresh, it's very clean, it's kind of like a cleaner lemon / fresh lemon scent, and I love normally anything with eucalyptus in it. So the first time I melted it, it had a good throw. That's what I wrote down in my wax spreadsheet. Now this one is definitely getting a little bit older, so you can see I received it in when is that, like November, late October, so beginning of November. So when I melted the 4 of these this time, it was about a medium to a high throw. It was enough that it scented the room, and it gave the room just a really nice fresh scent, but it wasn't nearly as strong as it was when I had melted it months and months ago and the wax was newer. So I don't know how long 10 Digit Kreations, like when the shelf life typically is for their wax. Are they 100% soy? I can't remember now if they're 100% soy or not, but I know 100% soy, they tend to have the shorter shelf life, I think. So anyways, but I really love this scent. I'm sorry that it's discontinued because I really would love to get that one again. Another one from 10 Digit Kreations I melted was Sea Berry. It's pretty much just like salty sea smell and then berries smell. I don't know what kind of berry is in here. There's not one specific scent that that stands out, but this got melted, you know, in the Glade, that 20-watt crappy, you know, this warmer, I melted it in there. Melted in the 24-watt hot plate in the bedroom. It had a high throw pretty much every single time I melted it, no matter what warmer I melted it in. And it was really great for the bedroom. It was just kind of relaxing and fruity and just really nice. So this one I believe is still carried. So good performer and a good scent. So I would absolutely buy that one again. From 30th Street Crafts, this one was a surprise for me. This one here is in Velveteen Rabbit. And this was like, I think a chunk tart. Was this a chunk tart or a cupcake? I can't remember. It was pretty. Anyways, this one you can see on there, it says honey toffee, citrus, baby powder, jasmine, and then cotton candy, raspberries, and sweet lemon. So I had this downstairs because normally like my bedroomy type wax goes upstairs and then the fruity bakery stuff stays downstairs. So I threw this in my 24-watt hot plate in my kitchen and I was immediately hit with a laundry smell, which kind of surprised me. So I started looking at the scent description and I do see that there's baby powder in here, but that baby powder note, or to me it kind of smelled laundry-ish, was definitely the strongest note out of all of this. I was really surprised, and I don't remember when I hauled it if that is what I thought it smelled like, but it's mostly just a very, very pretty laundry scent to me. And you guys may or may not know I do not like laundry scents, so this one is probably not one that I would get again. But it is a really pretty laundry scent, and it with all the other scents in there, you can tell that there's other stuff going on in there. It's not like one of those super in-your-face straight laundry scents. So if you like laundry, you would probably like this. It had a high throw in the 24-watt hot plate, so it was a good performer as well. But just surprising to me, because looking at that scent description, I didn't really pick up on that baby powder scent as being like probably the strongest one, but it definitely was, at least to me. Okay, from Tiffany Candles here. Let me talk about this one first, Zucchini Bread. This was a single scallop tart. This one, like that super tart sugar cookie, was another surprise of the week. This one also kicked my ass around the house, outside the house, around the outside, and back in the house. It was crazy strong from a single scallop. And this one, I hauled this one in March, so it's not super old. But yeah, this one was amazing. Now, people have said before, Tiffany Candles, like they always say, like which vendors have spicy zucchini breads and which vendors have creamy zucchini breads. I've heard other people say that Tiffany Candles has spicy zucchini bread. So if this is what spicy, and I'm pretty sure she does because I love spicy zucchini bread and I absolutely love this one. Put it in the 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen and I could smell this one upstairs in my bedroom. So I remember walking out of my bathroom and I could smell this. So this one went through the kitchen, down the hallway, upstairs in the entryway, through the loft, into the bedroom. It was that strong from this single tart. I was blown away. Now, it stayed pretty strong for about 6 hours, and then it started to fade, and when it started to fade, it faded fast. But, I mean, 6 hours is fine with me. This scent, if you like spicy zucchini bread, get this one from Tiffany Candles. It was amazing, and she's probably one of the vendors that I'm going to be plotting an order with here in the next month or two because there's some scents from her that I really, really want to get. Okay, the next one from Tiffany Candles I want to talk about is this single scallop and lemongrass that I got as a sample. I just melted this in the Glade warmer in the entryway. It had about a medium to a high throw. I could smell it, but with lemongrass is such kind of like a clean, refreshing type of scent. It's not one of those ones that's like super in your face kind of scent. I think just in general, the fragrance itself. So I was happy with the performance of this in the Glade, and it made my entryway kind of just smell clean. I normally melt like bakery or fruity bakery there, so it was a nice change of pace to melt something there that was kind of more on the clean side. But yeah, that one was a good performer. Okay, now these two I want to talk about together. I melted these both last night together in the Glade warmer in the bathroom because I was going through my wax and I found like both of these single samples, and I'm like, I wonder how they would do together, because Honey Bunny is a Lush dupe for Honey I Wash the Kids. It's like the honey toffee scent, which I think everybody loves. Most people, if you're into Lush, you know what that smells like. Pink Marshmallow obviously is pink sugar and marshmallow. And I was like, I don't think I've ever heard anybody ever mixing like a honey scent with a pink sugar scent. So I threw these both in the Glade warmer, and I really liked it. I could smell the honey bunny scent, and I could smell the really sweet, creamy pink sugar scent. And I think together, I think they did pretty good. I was digging this blend. Now, my nose is kind of weird, so I mean, other people may hate it, but I'm actually thinking of trying to get this in like a blend-a-bag of these two scents. And people may think I'm crazy, but I really think it did well. And it lasted all night. I woke up last night like, this is going to be TMI, like 4 times the pee. I do. I'm like an old lady. I very rarely ever sleep through the night. And when I woke up in the middle of the night to pee and I walked into the bathroom, I could still smell it all night, and it still had scent this morning. So definitely a long throw for both of those. And this morning I could still smell both of them, but I think the honey bunny was actually a tad bit stronger in the morning than the pink marshmallow. But I really like that blend. Okay, now continuing on with Tiffany candles. This was my first bag of chunklets. I finished here in Honeydew Melon with Cotton Candy Overpour. The chunks themselves were so cute. They were like this light pink with this like nice spa green kind of color. Really, really nice. The throw I got from this one, it really seemed to vary a lot. So I melted this in the 18 watt. You know, I've been melting this over the course of the past couple months, obviously. So it got melted in the 18 watt, in the Glade warmer, and the 24 watt, in the entryway, in the kitchen. The throw was just not super consistent. Sometimes it was like a medium throw. Sometimes it was like a high to a good throw. I think even once I couldn't really smell it at all. So it was kind of strange how the performance just really did seem to vary. So I'm not really sure why that was. I mean, obviously it was different warmers that I was using, but even when using the same warmer for a second or even a third time, the performance seemed to vary. I would say overall, it probably averaged about a high. So I would still get this blend again. I really love this blend. You know, melon or watermelon mixed with cotton candy or cotton candy frosting always seems to do well, no matter what vendor you get it from. It's a really, really great blend. So I would absolutely get this. I will say this particular blend from Tiffany Candles seemed to be a little bit stronger on the cotton candy. Just a tad bit. Just a little tiny bit. Okay, getting into a stack here from Two Timing Tart. Actually, let me move these out of the way so the camera doesn't try to focus on them. This one here is Everything Shiny Captain. This is not a scent I think that Becky carries anymore. I couldn't find it on her scent list on her Facebook group page. But this one, so I don't know what's in here. But to me, it just had a really strong coffee scent. And I am not really a coffee scent person. Now this one is in the old wax formula, and you can tell that it is on the older side. This one had a low throw when I melted it. I melted it in the 24 watt in the bedroom ones, and then the Glade warmer, I think, in the other time, both in the bedroom, because it was coffee, so I knew I didn't want to melt that in the bathroom. But yeah, I really just couldn't get much out of this, but I'm just not a coffee person either. So yeah, and once again, I don't know what else is in here. I could be off on the coffee scent. It's possible that's not in there at all. Okay, the next one here is Shemar Moore. Am I mispronouncing his name? Is it Shemar? Shemar Moore in my Bunk. Now this one also is in the old wax formula. Now this one is discontinued. I think about 4 or 5 months ago, Becky had said that because of some of the fragrance oils or something going on, there was one in Shemar Moore in my Bunk that she could no longer carry, or she wasn't going to carry anymore, so this one got discontinued. Oh, what a shame. And I could not find the scent description for this either. I went through my archive looking for it, like to see. I'm sure I had the scent description when I hauled it, but I'm not gonna go back and like watch my old videos to get the scent description, but I'm sure it's around somewhere. This is an absolutely great scent. It's cologne-y, it's masculine, it's woodsy, it's sexy. It's just downright sexy. And I think all of Becky's Shemar Moore clamshells have blue sugar in them, so I would venture a guess that there's probably blue sugar in here. So anyways, this one did really well. It was a high throw, high to even a good throw. And I would say in the Glade warmer and the 24 watt that I melted it in, I'm so sad this is discontinued because it is just so lovely. All of Becky's Shemar Moore blends tend to throw pretty good. So if you guys like blue sugar, check out her Shemar Moore blends. Like I said, they're good performers, and the scent blends are just always really good. The next one here from Two Timing Tart I melted was Glitter Sniffer. This one is also in the old wax formula. You can see like I'm making sure I'm getting through my older wax, so I'm reaching for the older stuff right now. And I put this one in the Glade in the bathroom and then the Glade in the bedroom. It had a high throw both times. It's just a really nice, juicy, like refreshing raspberry scent with a little bit of effervescence. And that's exactly what the scent description is. The scent description is effervescent, sparkling, herbal, raspberry. I don't really know what the herbal raspberry smells like. I can just tell you it smells like a raspberry fruit, so it is just a really, really great scent. Like I said, high throw, especially considering that it's in the old wax formula and pretty old itself for soy wax. So if you guys like raspberry scents, that one's probably pretty good. Now the last one here is Drunk Photography. This one is the, why was it not on here? Oh, somehow we screwed up my wax spreadsheets. Oh no, I have it on here. So this is a 3 olive gin martini with a twist of yuzu. And I hauled this one recently in a wax pie, and I'm so glad I did because it is just like, I don't know, you get that alcohol scent in here, but it's a really pretty alcohol scent. And yuzu, I believe, is a citrus type fruit, so you kind of get that little bit of that citrus in here too. It's just really, really, really nice. So considering it was in the old wax formula, it did pretty good. I have it down here. Let's see, hang on a second. I have it down here as a, wait, why did I screw them up? I screwed up my wax spreadsheet. This one, I wrote it down as a good throw, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a good throw. I think it was like a medium to a high throw, if I remember correctly. But sometimes my spreadsheet gets a little out of control. So I think this one was a medium to a high throw when I had melted it. I remember being able to smell it and really enjoying the smell. But this one was not nearly as strong as the Shemar More in my Bunk or the Glitter Sniffer. Those were both stronger. But it is just a really, really gorgeous scent. And a really unique blend, I would say. I've never seen any other vendor carry like a 3 olive gin martini with a twist of yuzu, so that's a good one. Okay, now the last one here is probably one that everyone has melted or has seen, or obviously Yankee Candle Pink Sands. Now this one was not like that scallopy round tart. This was in the jar wax melts, you know, the ones that like are more expensive for less wax. And you're supposed to be able to like push it out of your warmer when it's cooled, so you don't have to freeze it. You're just supposed to push it out. Well, Yankee put a whole bunch of these on sale, like crazy sale during the semi-annual sale, and I bought some. And I'm beginning to think that I got duped because, no, I haven't melted pink sands. Have I melted pink sands in the scallop? I don't remember. This one had like no throw. I put this one in the Glade warmer in the bathroom, and I got nothing out of it. I couldn't smell anything. It was a complete dud. And the other one that I had gotten, I had melted before. I've only melted 2 of the ones in the jar wing things, right? So I'm not super experienced with it, but I did not have a good experience with the other one that I melted. Now I will say that yes, I was able to push out the hardened wax in one go afterwards. So yes, it does do that, you know, great. But if it doesn't throw, then why even bother? So I'm assuming there was probably a reason they went on like 60 or 70% off during the semi-annual sale. But I have like another 20 or 30 of these upstairs, so I will melt through them. But so far, I'm just not having any luck. So if anyone out there has melted the jar wax melts, just let me know if you tend to have them, are getting any performance out of them, or if you're not. So anyways, that was it. So somehow it feels like it didn't melt through as much this week because this video is going to be shorter, even with me talking for 5 minutes at the beginning. But I think I'm talking really fast today anyway, so maybe I'm just a little bit overly excited about it stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you don't mind my rambling at the beginning. I may do that during these videos, but like I said, you can always skip it and just go straight to the whatever sense you want to watch. I totally get that. Trust me, I totally get that with YouTube videos. But I hope you guys are having a good weekend, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.